There's a really toxic mentality that I want to talk about today. It's making a lot of women lonely. It's making a lot of women feel isolated, putting them in solitude, and really hopeless, feeling that they'll never find true love, they'll never find connection, and they'll never find someone to build a life with. And this mentality, this kind of approach is actually not their fault. It's something that has been raised in a lot of modern women in today's world. And I want us to correct that. Prince Charming is not coming, okay? Prince Charming is not coming. When I say Prince Charming, I'm talking about the kind of man that has been sold to a bunch of young women. The man who fits all your criteria. The man who ticks every box on your list, who earns the amount that you want, who has the great body, who is very attractive, who has no female friends, who has a fantastic relationship with his mother, who knows what you're thinking before you even think it, who knows what you want without even you communicating, who knows how you're feeling without you even communicating. This idea that Prince Charming is out there for you and all you have to do is wait for him to knock on your door. I cannot describe how many missed opportunities women have today with great guys that they could have true happiness and fulfillment with because of the Prince Charming mentality. I was having a session with a client of mine the other day, and she was telling me about this guy that she'd been on a couple of dates with, and she was like, I'm not really sure. I said, okay, tell me about this guy. And she said that he had a stable job, which is cool, that he doesn't live at home, which anybody under the age of 35, especially in London, is pretty cool. He loves kids, he wants to have a family, he's very kind, he's very chivalrous, which I thought, oh, that's great. So I said, okay, so it sounds like he has a lot of great qualities. So what is it that you're not sure of? And she was like, well, he's bald, as in has no hair. And I was like, okay. His teeth aren't perfect. Like, he's got decent teeth, but they're not straight, not perfect. I was like, okay. He's 5'10". She wants someone who's 6 foot. I was like, all right. And he has an average body. He doesn't work out that much. He's slim, he's just not muscular. So I asked her, I said, okay, all the things that you just said, that is a reason why you're really not feeling it. She said, yeah. I said, how many of those things are a reflection of the kind of life that you would build with him? How many of those things are a reflection of the quality relationship that you build with him? I asked her, I said, okay, well, the kind of guys who meet the tall, great hair, perfectly great body, really outgoing. I said, have you dated those kind of guys before? She said, yes. And I said, okay. And where did that get you? And she said, well, those kind of guys were quite narcissistic. They weren't up for commitment. They were seeing multiple women at the same time. They weren't that generous with their time or effort, weren't very emotionally sensitive. I was like, okay, so all the things that those guys aren't, does this guy have most of those things? Maybe 80% of the things that you said you would like in a relationship? And she said, and she thought about it, she goes, you know what? Yeah, he does. And I said, okay, so why would you call something off just because you've not felt the immediate chemistry after the first or second date, where he has so many other great qualities that is actually what you're looking for? The biggest thing that happens, and I understand as women today, especially with social media online, is if you're a woman, you are likely having so many options thrown at you. Now, sexual options, yes, but you want to be able to differentiate between the good guys and the guys who don't have, the best intentions. But the issue or the obstacle that a lot of women need to overcome is if I don't feel that immediate spark, that immediate chemistry with somebody that I meet, then it must be the wrong person. That can't ever happen like that. And remember, here's the thing. And one thing that I want people to start thinking about is maybe the guy who is amazing for a relationship isn't best at dating. He may be a bit nervous when he starts dating someone because he likes them and he wants to make a good impression. And sometimes that nervousness can prevent us translating the kind of things we want to the person across the table from us. Our generation, the young generation particularly, we have an unhealthy habit of if something is not perfect, then we throw it away and look for the new one. If our parents, or better yet, if our grandparents did that, most of us wouldn't be here today. Most of us would have never been born. There'll be a lot less human beings on the planet. So what I want you to take away from this video is I really want you to challenge yourself. If you start seeing a guy who you don't feel that immediate spark with, before you call things off, I want you to ask yourself, is he showing me other qualities that I like? Don't look at the things that you may not like. Look at things that you like. And the things that you do like, are they conducive for a long-term relationship? Because we can have a habit of looking at someone's imperfections so much that we don't recognize the beauty of what they bring. And especially if you're looking for something serious and something fulfilling and meaningful, those qualities, inbuilt qualities, are the things that last a lifetime. Forget a guy being tall, having a great body. I'm not saying that those things aren't attractive, but those are definitely not the things that you should be prioritizing if you're looking for a serious relationship. So I want you to challenge yourself, and this is a challenge I'm going to give for you today. I want you to go out on 3 dates with 3 guys who you never would normally choose. I want you to go out on 3 dates with 3 guys who you would never choose initially, right? That you think, I would never be attracted to him. And I want you to go on these dates. And you have to give each of them at least 2 dates, right? So that's 6 dates, and I'm sure you could do that. I want you to give each of them a chance for you to just get to know who they are as a human being. See this as an experiment, not as someone who you're going to pursue romantically, just seeing who they are as a human being. Because giving them a chance, but also giving yourself a chance to just get to know and connect with another human being, whether it's romantic or whether it's purely platonic, okay? I want you to do this challenge for yourself. It's only when we start looking through the dirt that we can actually find the gem. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, keep it slick.
How?